Hey, folks. Dave here. A Saturday night chat, if you will. It's been a while, so I'm going to do a late Saturday night chat here and see what's going on with everybody. I'll get you all caught up. What's going on with me, the good, the bad, and the ugly. We've had some people asking, where is the podcast? What's going on? And yeah, so here's what's happening. You're probably sick of hearing it because every time I come on, I talk about how busy I am and I'm going from rink to rink to rink. That's just the truth. It really is. In fact, tonight I get home from the rink. I took the morning off from one rink so I could go to another rink and do a game. And then I come home and went out to dinner with the wife. We tried a new place uptown, small little Mexican place. Had a nice little dinner. Come home. And I was like, I'm going to come on here and play something. So tonight I just set up and started streaming Hockey Blast. And I get a text message, come to do another game. And I just got home from dinner. I says, I'm not going to run out the door. I might have if I knew about it a half hour earlier. But I guess their guy bailed out and they wanted me to run up to the rink and do another game today. So that's literally what it's been. It's just been going crazy. I basically bit off more than I can chew. Yeah, at my age, I'll be 58 in a few weeks. I just thought I could do all these extra games on top of, running all the leagues. I even expanded my league to another night, which is probably what's killing me right now. And so that means I haven't been able to do the podcast. I haven't been able to do much here on the channel. It's just, I'm trying to find time just to do laundry so I can have a clean shirt and clean underwear to wear. And that is just the honest to God truth. And there's been a couple of times we were supposed to record, and Ron said, something, Dave, go play something. Instead of us recording a show, go play something, have some fun. So that's when you saw me playing either some Apple football or Apple hockey here on the channel. So that's the time we were supposed to be recording the show, and instead it was me just kind of releasing, because let me tell you, yeah, and I don't need to tell you guys, when we sit down and play these games, whatever it is, video games, tabletop games, whatever it is, and we just can kind of tune out everything and play these games, it is so therapeutic. It really is. It's just, to me, I just can tune everything out and just enjoy something here on the tabletop, play an old game from back in the day, and it's so... It makes such a big difference in your life when you got something to look forward to and something you can do. So that's what I did instead of recording the show. So as far as Digital to Dice goes, Ron did a show by himself. I'm not sure if I get in and did a show with him after that, because I'm kind of completely in a fog right now. So we're hoping to record tomorrow. I have tomorrow pretty much off. We're going to set up the recording thing, and we're going to get a show. Maybe we'll do a longer show, because we kind of owe you guys a show, because we haven't done one in a while. But Ron did one by himself just because I couldn't get to it. And again, the last couple of times, Ron just said, go play something. And so I did, and that's what's been going on with the show. So the show is not gone. I just hit a stretch to where I thought I was done. The early part of March, I thought I was done. And then everybody made the playoffs. And the playoff games are like all in a row, to a point where every day I probably, 6 days in a row, I went up to New Hampshire to do extra work. And I like it, and I don't mind it, and I hate saying no, but it's a lot. So the show will be back. I know I keep saying this, but it is coming back. I get 2 playoff games next weekend, and that might be it. If not, then it might be a sporadic one here or there. So this week, I should be back to a somewhat normal schedule. It's going to be a tough weekend, and then after that, I don't think it's going to be nearly as crazy as it's been. So the show will be back. I'm looking forward to it. We have a lot of guests scheduled to come on. And now that I think about it, this happened last year, because we were supposed to get Thomas Hetrick on here to talk about some of the things that he had going on. I think it was his new baseball game, 80s baseball might have been. And he wanted to come on in early March, and I kept postponing and postponing and postponing, because that's when the playoff schedule come out. And I says, I don't have my playoff schedule yet. So he says, I don't know when we can get you on. So I do remember last year the same thing happened in March. So now I got to make a mental note that next March it's going to get crazy, and not to think that I can schedule anything in March. It just seems to be the busiest month. So next year, all things being equal, I need a better plan. I just can't keep up this pace at work. So something's going to have to give next year. Either going to have to do less games here or less games here, but I need to tone down the schedule. I really do. Because what I was trying to do is really work crazy hours over the winter. I needed to pay the vet bill for the dog, and again, my car that broke down, or not broke, yeah, it was in the shop, basically broke down, and her car lost her engine. The engine couldn't be fixed, so we had to go and get her a car. So we each picked up used cars last year. We couldn't even buy new cars. We each had new cars, and we had to trade them in because they were both busted for used cars. But we still had to come up with some money for those. So I was working real hard this winter, kind of pay off all those bills, but it killed me. It took time away from the show, it took time away from the channel, it took time away from the gym. I haven't played hockey in 6 or 7 months. I don't know if I'll ever play hockey again. That's the sad thing is I'm so deconditioned and out of shape and old now that I don't know if I could deal with that. I don't know if my body would handle that. And it's kind of a scary thought, but I did it to myself. I just took on too much over the winter, and we had a cold winter, and it just was one thing after another, and then that was that. Now, we were thinking about recording a show this week, and what happened is Comcast's been working all week long in my town, and 3-4 times a day we'd lose internet. And so I couldn't really – I went to stream one time, and internet went down. Couldn't stream. And then there was another time that we were going to record, and the internet went down, so we couldn't record. So it's been just a comedy of errors over here, and it just hasn't been funny. And then, as you probably know, I don't know the last time I talked to you, 3 weeks ago, almost 3 weeks ago tonight, 3 weeks ago last night, we my dog just couldn't make it. So after working a 12 or 13 hour day, I come home and we had to run out to the vet and take care of him, sadly. I keep looking over here to my right to see if he's there, and he's not. So that's what's been going on here. Nothing really good, just work and losing my little buddy after 14 years and trying to get back on track. You see, I've streamed a little bit here. I did get some football and hockey on the channel here, and it's been so therapeutic just to kind of get that on the channel. So that's where I've been here as Barbara comes by and Brian comes by, and hopefully everybody else is doing okay. So that's it. The show ain't going anywhere. It's just I hit a bad stretch. It was I don't want to say it was poor planning because I wasn't sure what was coming up, but I just don't want anybody taking my games. That's my team. And when they say, hey, we got some games coming up, I don't want to say no and have somebody take my job and have them take it over and then me lose that. So I'm trying to do too much because I don't want to lose anything here. That being said, like you can see in the thumbnail, that's me running towards the finish line. Early April, that finish line will hit. I'm taking time off around my birthday in mid-April. I think I'm going to take about 9 or 10 days off. I'm going to head down to Connecticut during that time, and I'm going to stay at the hotel that we're having the convention, and I'm going to take a look at it. Me and Mike are going to meet. We're going to plan some things. Maybe we'll test out the internet to see if it's possible to even stream from there or if I'm going to have to record and upload. And we'll spend the night down there and go to dinner and the whole bit. So we'll kind of be like a pre-Digital to Dice Con, so I can kind of go look at the room. People want me to measure tables so they can maybe get aprons for it. I'm going to do a little visual of how we want the tables to set up and things like that. So that's what's going to go on when I'm away. When I'm off for work. I'm not going near a ring for like 8 or 9 days. I'm shutting everything down. And we're going to go away for a night down to Connecticut. Who knows what we're going to do after that. But I just need to get away and get back to some normalcy away from the rink. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, and here's Michael here in the chat room. And, Michael, I'll be coming down tentatively. If I look at my calendar here, I'm looking at April 16th or 17th is heading down that way. That's what I'm looking at, 16th or the 17th of April to get out and we can check things out and take a look at that room and really kind of get a look at it. Dave Little comes by. He was doing some wrestling. I don't know if you guys are subscribed to Dave Little's channel, but he does some fun things. He used to do a Friday night basketball. He hasn't done that in a while, but he does Saturday afternoon wrestling. And if you like wrestling, he does a pretty good job with the wrestling. So make sure you tune into Dave's channel. And Joshua comes by from Vancouver. I had some Vancouver on the channel. Was it last night? I don't know if you caught that, Joshua. Again, all the days are running together for me. But I had Vancouver and Atlanta in Appa hockey, I think it was. I don't know if it was Bones or Appa. I think it was Appa last night. And Vancouver snuck out a win over the Flames. So that was a fun time there. Tonight I snuck in some hockey blast, and it was who was it? What I do is I get on either Facebook or YouTube and I see a clip, and that's just I have to play it. So I saw a clip of Roger Crozier for the Sabres, so I had to play Roger Crozier. So I took the 70-71 Sabres against the Seals, and the Seals crushed them 4-0. They crushed the Seals, you know. It's Mike in Hockey Blast tonight, so that was fun. Michael says he signed me up for a celebrity ice hockey game with the Rangers. Yeah, great. I don't know, me or Barbara. I don't know who he's talking to. I don't know if I can do that. Joshua, that was 74-75. And we had Ken Lockett in net for Vancouver was his name. I think it was Kenneth Lockett. And in real life, Atlanta won that game 12-4. But in my playthrough, Vancouver pulled it off. I think it was 6-4 Vancouver. The Atlanta goalies couldn't stop anything. It was just a bad night for Bouchard and Phil Muir in the Atlanta net. And Dave's going to try to find a way to get basketball back on the channel. Yeah, you know, I think I bought the newer basketball game. I don't know if it was the current one or the one before that. And it seemed to be pretty good. It seemed to be a little bit better. Oh, I did buy the new hockey game, too, the Action PC hockey game. They had a bunch of coupons to put in a sale, and I got it for $25, less than $25, I think. So I was, you know, I spent the last time I played the Action PC hockey game. If you remember, I ended up quitting it because it was so choppy and it was all over the place. I couldn't make anything happen. So I says, yeah, the heck with that. So I picked up the new hockey game and I spent a good hour or so tweaking the settings, you know, the sliders of the speed and the play-by-play and how it goes. And I pretty much got it back to where it was, where I liked it, the sweet spot. So where I can, you know, you follow the play, but it's not too choppy, but it's not too slow. And I think I got it working pretty well. So I'm going to try to get some Action PC hockey back here on the channel, as well as Action PC football like that. I need to start a baseball project and get back to Digital Diamond. Have you seen Digital Diamond, the updates that they've been doing with that? Oh my gosh, there's so many cool things with what's coming up with Digital Diamond. I feel like baseball stats, it's going to be for you. The new Action PC football, they're announcing that, and they got some pretty neat things going on with that graphically too. So I'm looking forward to the new Action PC football game. Because I should get another project going with that. I did that project where I was doing like a game of the week, and what did I do, 79? I think I did 79. I did a game of the week playing different teams. I had so much fun with that, and I think you guys enjoyed it too, so I need to go and do that again. That was kind of fun. Got my decaf coffee here, slowly getting cold. Am I going to be the new announcer for the Rangers? I don't know. Dave's coming to Connecticut to learn hockey. I will bring Apple hockey and Hockey Bones, and I'll show you both of them. And you can see they're very similar. They're really similar. Appa, again, you said you don't like to see numbers on cards, so that might not be for you if you don't like to look at numbers and reference a chart. I think it goes pretty quick myself because you have a pretty good idea when the number comes up what's going to happen. The baseball people have the baseball numbers memorized. I don't. I suppose if I played more, I might. But, I mean, you know, I know the home runs and the strikeouts and the walks pretty much. But as far as the outs, you know, what are definite outs and what are not, I don't know. But the hockey, you know, you pretty much look at it. 1 to 7 is a possible shot. Anything in the 20s is usually a turnover, and anything higher than that could be a penalty or a face-off. So you have an idea what happens. Even on the goalie save range, if it gets above 19 or 20, if on an in-range shot, it's a goal. You pretty much know that. So anyway, so I'll bring Hockey Bones and Apple hockey. I'll bring shootout hockey too. I love shootout hockey. And maybe even Stone Cold. Maybe I'll bring all my hockey games. I'm going to probably have a huge suitcase that I'm bringing just full of games. 'Cause I know in Ohio, you know, I had a monster suitcase, and I brought, you know, a bunch of games with me. And a lot of them we didn't even play, but I packed that up pretty good in Mike's truck when we drove down there. Let me see. A Bruins fan doing a Ranger game. You know, I like the Rangers too, Mike. I do. I like the Rangers. I'm an original 6 guy. Not so much Montreal, but I'm an original 6 guy. So Rangers are probably, I don't say that my second favorite team. I have a soft spot for the Sharks. I just do. But I would say the Rangers are up there. I like their uniforms. Big fan of the old Rangers back in the day. The Brad Park is like one of my favorite Rangers, and he came to Boston. And Rick Middleton came from the Rangers. I liked him too. He had Hatfield and Gilbert and Jacquemin and Velimir and net. All those classic Rangers I liked. John Davis and J.D. played net for them for a while. Nick Fotiu, a whole bunch of Rangers. And the other thing is that I could pick up Ranger games on the radio. That was the other thing. So when I was a young kid on AM radio in the pre-internet days, right, I was able to pick up Ranger games. So I listened to a lot of Ranger games back in the day. So I do like the Rangers a little bit. So I get no issue with them. I was offered a college hockey job next year, but it would be a lot less games that I'm doing. Probably a smart idea to take it because it'd be a lot less games. But I've just done this team in New Hampshire for so many years, and I'm used to them, and they're used to me. And getting a lot. I got 2 more compliments today. Parents showed up to the game, and a couple I've not met come up and said, "Hey, I just want to say I listen to you all the time, and you're the best Flow Sports hockey broadcaster out there for this league." And it was so you get compliments like that. I'm like, geez, how can I leave a job like this? It just doesn't pay as much as my regular job, but at some point you got to enjoy yourself too, right? And yes, Marv Albert. Yeah, I love Marv Albert. Yep. I have a CD somewhere that I got from somebody, but the audio level is so low you can't hear it. I brought it into my digital audio workstation here, and I cranked the volume as loud as I could, and it's still low. But it was an audio broadcast with Marv Albert and the Rangers from Madison Square Garden against the California Seals. And he was ripping the Seals at how bad they were. I remember that. I haven't listened to the whole thing yet. I don't even know where that audio would be, but I remember I have it on a CD, but the level was so low on that CD that I tried to bring it up and had a hard time with it. But I did like Marv Albert back in the day. I really did. Was kick saving a beauty. Yep. He's on one of the basketball games I had for Xbox, I think it was. He was the announcer, and he gets the friendly role. So I used to like playing the basketball game just to hear Marv Albert. I really did. I know, Ray. I sent you that message. I've been all over the place today. I've been in New Hampshire. We come home. We went out to dinner. I come home and I set up. I played a game here tonight, and they were texting me to go to Middleton to do a game right in the middle of the broadcast. And I said no. I played my game, and then I made a coffee, and I said I figured I'd come on and chat. So just to tell everybody, Digital to Dice, the podcast is still going. It's just I hit a bad stretch. I really did. And so now I know that March is going to be a tough month for me. Yeah, I hope it's all good. I meant to, I saw you messaged me today right as the third period was starting up in New Hampshire, and then I completely spaced out on the ride home to call you, and we went out to dinner. I did have some nice enchiladas tonight, though. Right, they were good. We tried a new place here in town, got some enchiladas. I ate way too much. 3 enchiladas with beans and rice. Oh, it was good. It was good. It was pretty good. Not as good as the other place, though. There's a place up here that's closing, and everybody says, oh, they're not as good. It's like, no, I think they were pretty good. Oh, you're on your way to the hobby shop. Nice. I got some time off. It's too bad I wasn't closer to Georgia, because I drive down on my days off and go pick up some Appa stuff and visit John down there at Appa and just say hi. But that's a ways off, and I'm not going to fly down there right now. Oh, yeah, and you talk about timing. So there's this band I've been watching on YouTube from Japan. They're called Baby Metal, right? I think they're from Japan. And it's heavy metal, like a Slipknot type heavy metal with 3 early 20s Japanese girls dancing and singing. And it's all in Japanese. I have no idea what they're saying, but it's such a combination of and these girls like and it's like, and the crowd's going wild. Like, oh man, that's awesome. So they're coming to North America this year. I'm like, oh, cool. I'll go check them out, right? They're playing in Boston. They're playing in Connecticut, right? Guess what week they're coming? What week are they coming here on the East Coast? if you guessed the week I'm going to be in Colorado for the Play Convention, you would be correct. Right? It couldn't be a couple days earlier, a couple days later, or a completely different week. It's got to be that week. So they're going to be in Boston and they're going to be in Connecticut, and I'm going to miss them both dates because I'm going to be in Colorado. I never travel. Once every 2 or 3 years, I go somewhere. And every time I travel, something like this happens. There's an event that happens on the week that I travel or the days that I travel. That's my luck. That's my luck. You know, the other time this happened, you're going to get a kick out of this, is I was in Vegas, right? I went out to Vegas for must have been a roller hockey thing, right? While I'm in Vegas, do you know who was in my hometown signing autographs for his new rum? Ron Jeremy. If you don't know who Ron Jeremy is, I'm not going to tell you. I'm in Vegas, and Ron Jeremy's in my town, signing autographs on his new rum. Not that I would have gone to see him, but it's just the fact that I'm in Vegas in the week that was here. A celebrity comes to my town. Celebrities never come to my town. We're just too small. And he's here somehow. And Uncle Ron was in town, and I was in Vegas. It was just too funny. It was just kind of how it happened, you know. So when I go away, something semi-big happens in the area that I could have been a part of, you know. The other Uncle Ron. Yeah, that's right. So they're playing at, the Baby Metal's playing at Uncasville at the, it's not Foxwood, it's the other one. Mohegan Sun, is that what it is? So they're playing there. I would have gone. I would have gone. I would have gone down and got a couple of tickets and got a room down there and had a great time down there. And it's on the Friday that I'm going to be in Colorado. So unless something crazy changes with that, yeah, Mohegan Sun, yeah. Ron Jeremy, yeah, it was. No joke. That was, I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago. I think this is the last time I actually flew. I haven't flown in forever. I don't miss it, that's for sure. But I will fly out to play. I've already committed to that, and I'm going to do that. And, you know, there's no band I would, you know, there's nothing entertaining that I would cancel play for. I've already told them I'm going. So I'm going to go and meet everybody and have a good time. So that should be fun. But in April next month, I'm going to go down, and we're going to set up the room for Digital to DiceCon. Have a pretty good idea. I'm hoping once I leave that night, I'll have a pretty good idea of what's what, how many tables, the size of the room. You know, are we going to be able to get all 40 people in? What are we going to do for tournaments? What are we going to do for vendors? And we'll take a bunch of pictures. We'll take some videos. And so we'll put it up there for everybody to see. And so I'm kind of hoping that that'll be a fun trip down there and a very productive trip so we can see what's going on at that. As far as the rest of those days off, I'm not sure, but I know that I need to catch up on some guests here. We got a whole bunch of guests lined up. I have boxes behind me of things that I need to open to get here on the channel to show off. I really want developers to walk me through their game. So while they're walking me through the game, they're walking you through the game. So it's going to be, you know, two birds, one stone type of thing. So we can get them on talking about the game and they can show it off. So that's going to be fun. Pursue the Pennant? Yeah, we have the electronic version I want to do first, so I can have an idea how that goes. And then we're going to do the cards and dice version of that. So he's coming on. On Deck Baseball, need to get Ian back on. I know he's coming to Digital to DiceCon, but he's got some new cards he wants to show off. So I have those here, so we're going to do something with that. And, you know, of course, Grant Fine, I keep talking about his hockey game. I want to play his hockey game so bad. I'm probably going to love it. The more I look at it, the more I'm really going to love it, you know. So I need to get him on. Who else is there's probably more people I'm missing here. But we're going to be talking some basketball here on the channel. I want to do that as well. I want to get Mike Berger on. I don't know if Mike Berger watches the channel, but he's on Facebook, and he's the guy that did a lot of the extra add-ons or mods or homebrews for Apple Hockey, so I want to get him on. And hang on a sec here. Victor sent me a message here. So what is it, Victor? Let me see. It's still not showing his chat, so nobody saw it here. No, hang on. So Victor says he's posting. Does anybody see Glenn Victor here in the chat room here? I'm not sure, Glenn. I don't know. Are you subscribed to the channel? That's the only thing I can see. If you're here, Glenn. Yeah, I'm not seeing your chat here. Yeah, he posted a screenshot, so you can see it, but I can't. Yeah, no, I'm not seeing it here, Glenn. I don't have you. Are you subscribed to the channel? Let me ask you that. Because sometimes, hang on a sec. Are you subscribed to the channel? Because sometimes YouTube unsubscribes people. That has happened before, where people get unsubscribed just kind of how it happens. So Glenn says there's been a couple times here he's trying to post messages and nothing happens. I don't I have not, he's not blocked or anything. Triple G comes by, and Uncle Ron, yeah, Uncle Ron's a star, all right. Yes, I have an Amazon package all over the place here that needs to be open. I got a lot of them. If I can stay in Denver till July 11th, Baby Metal will be. I thought about that, like where they were going to be. Maybe I would take a detour on the way home, but that's okay. Yeah, no Glenn. Glenn, I'm not sure why he's showing up. He posted something. He posted a screenshot, right? He posted a screenshot, and his post was on there. It was right below. It says he's subscribed. Glenn, I don't know. Do you have some kind of a block on your browser? That's the only thing I can think of, because if you're subscribed and it's showing up here, why is it not showing up? He sent me a screenshot. I can see that he was there. He was right between Brian and Michael. But yeah, it's not coming up here. I don't, Glenn, I don't know. He mentioned that before, and I'm stumped. I really am. I'm really, really stumped at why that's not showing up here. He's a channel member and everything, and it's just he's not coming into the live chat. So I don't know if it's something to do with his browser. Maybe try a different browser, Glenn, if you're listening, because this is weird. Let's see here. Let me see. Yeah, you got to be a subscriber for 10 minutes. That's what I set it at. I set a subscriber for 10 minutes, and he is a subscriber, and he's a channel member here, and it's not, he's not coming through. So I'm not sure. I don't know. I can ask YouTube what's going on with that. Let me come over here to YouTube, and I don't know if there's anything in my studio that I can do, Glenn, to try to. Yeah, no, there's nothing. I haven't done anything. I mean, things are kind of weird sometimes at YouTube, but I don't think I got. That's like you're not blocked or anything. Yeah, I don't have any issues here. Yeah, I'm not finding anything here on the community here, Glenn. I'm just not finding anything of like why you wouldn't be appearing here. So I'll do some more digging on my end here, because like I say, but what's weird, Glenn, is you can see it. Like you sent me a screenshot, so you can see you, but no one else can. That's the weird thing about this. I don't know if you have, sometimes, YouTube's funny. If you have some sort of an ad block, maybe that's causing it. I don't know. It's kind of weird that you sent me a screenshot and I can't find it on. So I turned on subscribers mode only. Channel subscribers at 10 minutes or longer can send messages. Yeah, he appeared right after that on his screen. So that's what I'm not understanding. So anybody that does YouTube that knows a little bit more than me, Why is it that Glenn can't appear? Is he logged into the correct YouTube account? I think so. Yeah, because it's got it's got Glenn Victor on it, and it's got the star right after his name. He's a channel member. But you know something? Oh, you know something, Glenn? You just have the G. Like, you don't have a picture or anything on your profile here. I wonder if that has anything to do with it. You just got that generic G. Everybody else posting has some sort of a logo or something. I don't know if that would have something to do with it. It's kind of bumming me out because I want you to chat with us and I want you to be part of this. On certain channels I can post and nobody sees it because of shadow banning. Yeah, I don't know why would I have a shadow ban on this. I don't know what how to set that up or do anything with that. Okay, so Barbara says you can see your own YouTube live chat message as well as might not, potentially due to the streamer's moderation settings, your account status, or YouTube auto detection system filtering messages. That is weird. And YouTube does it? Okay, so it's nothing that I've done. Mike in the truck comes by, Ray says, I went to an account that's not subscribed to you, and I couldn't even post a comment. Okay. Well, no, Raymond's here with this R for the logo, so, that ain't it. I'm just trying to troubleshoot here. It's just kind of weird that I just can't figure out why that's happening here. It's like we're in the Matrix or something like that. I don't know. Well, we'll figure it out, Glenn. Just keep reminding me about this, and we'll try to figure this out. But I think right now we're in the Matrix. Oh, by the way, this EV Mux thing, I'm really liking this little studio thing here that I got. Since StreamYard went through the roof, I got this. It's about half price of StreamYard, and I think it does a little bit more than StreamYard. I've had some really good luck with this. Now, again, StreamYard's added a lot of things, so it's hard to really compare the two right now because I don't have the new StreamYard, But I said, Glenn sent another photo here, and yeah, so he tried Microsoft Edge. It's no different. So there's got to be something here. So he's went into Microsoft Edge, no different. That is really weird. I don't know, Glenn. I will look into that though. I'm gonna write this down right now in my notebook here and just say, why is Glenn not showing up? Because you're the only guy that's had a problem. And yeah, he did. He went into a whole new. He went into a new browser, and still nothing. I don't know. I don't have. Like I say, I went into my YouTube Creator Studio, and I got. I don't think I have anything here. I mean, he's not. Glenn, can you, if you're still listening, Glenn, try to go into one of my old videos and put a comment. Maybe can you make a comment on an old video, and maybe I can look at that and see what's going on. Yeah, okay, you just sent me will do. So I'm interested to see. So let me click on this. Alrighty, so I'm sorry I'm doing this live here, but I want to see what's going on with him. I'm going to subscribe to your channel and see if that does anything. So I clicked on your name. I went to your channel. I mean, you're in good standing over here. Yeah, I'm not understanding. Yeah, but try to comment on a video and see if that comes up, and then I can see if there's something going on here. It's just weird. I don't like to see that because I don't have anybody blocked I mean, aside from the spam bots, and I haven't had one of those in a long time since I went to a subscriber mode only for, for posting comments and stuff. Wordsworth Gamer says, try it with a VPN. He needs to try that sometime. Yeah, it could be that. But anyway, this EV Mux, I really like it. Again, you can do some really fun things. I can do, the Matrix thing here, and I can add people. Earlier, that Hockey Blast game, that was all done through this, so I could, post comments, because I can't post comments when I use the OBS. So I had the overhead camera. I was able to grab the ball score and things like that. So it was really kind of fun doing it like that, I saw we were watching something on spam the other day on YouTube. It was a whole thing about how they would cook it and make it back in the day. It was, it was pretty wild. So let's see here. All right, so he posted. So let me just see if that appeared. So on that last night's broadcast. So I will check that out, Glenn. Let me go to my content and let me go to my comments. And okay, I don't have any held comments. I will apply here. I'm not showing that comment that you just posted. So let me go to that video. Alrighty. So something's coming up here. There's something that's not allowing either me to see you or you to see me. And that's what's kind of weird. So I'm going to click on this here. And I'm going to just go here. So hang on one second, folks. Sorry about this. And no, I'm not even seeing your comment. Why can you see the comment and I can't? Yep. You're not even coming up in the comments here. 7475 Atlanta, Vancouver. So you posted a comment and it's... Yeah, I'm not seeing it here. Yeah, see, he sent me a screenshot. So he posted a comment. He can see it, and I can't see it. That's really strange. So I'll have to do some more digging. I can't figure this out. So we'll have to figure this out, Glenn. Fried spam, yeah. I don't know about I don't think I'd had spam like 20 or 30 years. I bought it many years ago to try it and have some fun, but yeah, it's so salty now. It's probably gonna tear me apart if I had it. So anyway, I'll be getting back that show. We're gonna try to record tomorrow. Maybe we'll do a nice long show tomorrow to kind of catch up with everybody. All right, so see if one of you can see the comment. All right, so if you go to the video from 2 nights ago, which was the 74-75 Vancouver at Atlanta hockey game, Glenn Victor has posted a comment. I'm not even getting a notification that he commented on it. And that's what's messed up. So I got... Nope, I'm not seeing it. So if I click on 74-75 Vancouver, I got 5 comments, and I don't see Glenn. So it's got to be something YouTube's doing. So they either have your account flagged or my account flagged, but for whatever reason, it's not letting us kind of enjoy each other, But yeah, if you can see anything from Glenn Victor... Yeah, you probably said booger, and you got in trouble, You have become an enigma. We're going to have to figure this out, buddy. We will. We'll get this here. I'm not understanding here what's going on. I just don't get it. YouTube can be funny. It really does. Every now and then I'll get a notification from a video I did like years ago. It's like, what? Same with Facebook. They dug up an image I posted like 3 years ago. It's like, oh, your account's going to be, limited for, 7 days because of this thing that you posted. I'm like, it's from 3 years ago. Do you know when the last time somebody looked at that image? 3 years ago. Why are you combing through my social media and having the computer flag something from 3 years ago that everyone's forgot about, no one looks at? Come on. I mean, it's so weird. So World's Worst Gamer can't see his comments. Yeah, okay. So something's going on with Glenn's account, and we're gonna have to check that out. You don't know if ID has you banned. I don't know. That I don't know. There was someone else one time that did post something. Who the heck was it? I was in a chat room. I was in a chat room with somebody, chatting with them, and someone else was posting. Okay, and the guy running the chat room the running the video was responding to somebody, and I wasn't seeing the comments, and I'm like, how come I'm not seeing this guy's comments? Okay, why am I not seeing his comments? So it was the same situation. It was, I could see my comments, and I'm chatting with him. He could see my comments, but somebody else was commenting. So I don't know if they had me blocked. And I'm like, that's weird that I can't see him. I don't know what to do. I can't. So I really thought that that someone had me blocked, because I was like, man, I don't know what's going on here. So I'm gonna look one more time here. Community moderation. Hidden users. All right, let me go see my hidden users. I have just all spam bots here. Serial killers in prison documentaries. Is that you? Holy shit. Hang on a sec. You were on this list. How did you get on this list? Glenn, try it now. Holy cow, you were on the list. What the heck happened? That's why. No, I found it. Oh my gosh, try it now. Holy cow. Don't know why. Don't know why you were in there. There was all these spam bots in there, and I haven't been in that folder in a long time. Somehow, maybe YouTube caught it and put you in there. Try it now, Glenn. Yeah, no, let me send him a message here. Somehow you were in the block group, and I don't know how you got there. This is it's so I no idea why. Seriously. So we'll see if. Oh, hey. There he is. There he is. Glenn, you made it. You made it. Holy cow. What was going on with that? Seriously, I don't know. I have not used that in years. How you ended up in the only thing I can think of is maybe you posted a comment and YouTube picked up on it, and it had a word that I put in, because I have words that are blocked. So maybe you typed in a word that was blocked and you went in there automatically. I don't know. Maybe one of the mods, maybe Ron put you in there. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe Ron, as one of the moderators, put you on the block list. That's what I'm thinking. I'm going to blame it on Ron, How have you not made that list? Because I'm too tired. I'm too lazy to put you on that list. It's an exclusive list. When I used to first come on here, holy cow, there was every couple of minutes there'd be a spammer in here, and XX counts and XXX.com and all that other stuff. All right, so I can scratch Glenn off my list here. Glenn has been solved. No idea, Barbara. I have no idea. So, yeah, so I went into the folder and I went through 3 or 4 times I was going through the list. I'm like, don't see him, and they're like, wait a sec, why is he in here with all this other stuff? So there he is. Yes. Welcome. Welcome. You are back, and you're the celebrity of the night. We're going to have to make you the star of the week on Digital to Dice. Holy cow, Glenn. I'm glad you brought that up so we could troubleshoot this live. So this is the Troubleshoot Glenn show. Yes, everybody can see him now. He's alive. He's alive. Oh, man. That was nuts. That was nuts. All right. So, yeah, there we go. All righty. So we're all happy with that now. And, no, there we go. So he's back. Oh, man. So you had messaged me a while ago, and again, with just how crazy it's been, I forgot to check on that, and I didn't even know how to get into that list because I haven't used that list in years. It had to be something automatically queued up by YouTube. It just had to be because I haven't used that list in years. I didn't know how to find it. And I knew it was in there somewhere, and I finally stumbled on it. It's like, oh, here's everybody who I banned, which was, again, just a lot of the stupid comments and the sex comments. But it's been a long time since I did anything with that. So, but he is here. He is here. We love Glenn. We love Glenn. So I'm going to have to post all his comments now to catch up, Oh. Now that Glenn is in, good night? No, it's not good night, Some channels I have to spell words. Yeah, that's how it is. A lot of channels. I listen to a lot of like commentary channels, and they talk about whether it's current events or sports or whatever it is. Or I like the true crime stuff, and when they talk about very bad crimes, they have to use certain language because they can't use certain words without it getting flagged. So I won't even bring up any of them or what it is, but so they're like so in this case here, this guy was accused of, and they give a description of it, but they can't say the word, so they can that YouTube doesn't flag the video. So it's kind of weird, the dance in the games we got to play. Yeah, Glenn. Yeah, maybe you were part of the Floby thing. That's what I'm kind of wondering right now. That Floby. Yes, that was a good time. Yes, it is. It is victory. We all win. We're all winners tonight. I'm gonna have a little cup of coffee here. Good. Solve the problem. Yep. Yeah. I bet it was Ron. I'm gonna blame it on Ron. I really am. I'm gonna say it was Ron, and yep. So Ron's on the hit list. Let's blame Ron. Let's blame Ron. Yeah, the membership payment. Yeah, maybe the credit card was declined. I'm not sure, but yeah. Thank you so much, Glenn, for pointing that. Glad you sent me that message here so we could solve this. That was weird. So anybody, if anybody's having problems like that, contact the channel member and say, hey, am I in the block list? Because I know that I've had some people that were unsubscribed that didn't unsubscribe. And I've had the same thing. I've gone to channels that I've been fully subscribed to, and it's like, why am I not subscribed to this channel? And it's just kind of how things happen here. But anyway, so now that that's out of the way, so next month I'll be in Connecticut. Oh, Ray, I'll be in Connecticut middle of April. If you're around during the week and you want to go out and grab some lunch or something or some dinner, I'm going to get out because I need to check out that hotel room in the what's it called, the ballroom? I guess it's called the ballroom, or the function room is what it is. So I'm going to check out the function room. So I'll be down there. Maybe we'll go and check out the rink. Take a see what the rink looks like at that point, see if it's any better. And so we'll be getting some more updates for Digital to Dice Con in April. I still have this project I want to do, and I might start it. Maybe that'll be a good time to start that project if I'm home. Is the Sega Genesis hockey games. I did a video with all the different games. And there's a lot of them. And I wonder if I could, search my own. I don't know if I can search my own channel. Let's see if I can find this here real quick. Yeah, I do. Let me see if I can call this up, and I'll show you something real quick. I don't know if I got the whole list of them here, but no, I don't have that. But there's a whole list of, I did a video on it. There's a whole list of Sega hockey games that I wanted to do I wanted to show off all of them. I wanted to show you the whole stack of them. Oh, here it is. 1 second. So, see if I can share this screen here with you. Hang on 1 second. So we're going to share screen. So if I can show you that, let me get rid of the frame. And see that stack right there? That's all the Sega hockey games. And there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's like 17 or 18 of them. It really is. So there's, oh, hang on a sec. Oh. What happened? I lost me here. I lost me. Hang on 1 second. There we go. Now I'm back. Yeah, so that's all the Sega hockey games are out. So I plan on getting them all on there, giving a little go through, maybe play a game, show some settings, show some gameplay, and it's something I always wanted to do. And so I'm kind of hoping that I'll get back to that. So, and Ray's gonna create an OJ video game. Is he gonna be playing football, golf, or driving a car? You know, and there is an OJ mod, I bet you. You know. Oh, the North Stars jersey, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that was. I still have that. I love that jersey. That's the only green jersey I got. So every St. Patrick's Day, when I'd go to St. Patrick's Day party, I had the North Stars jersey on it because that's the only green I ever had. You know. Oh, I did, Sean. You know what I would do, and I still do it once in a while. I got a buddy of mine, and every Sunday morning, we'd get in the car, and we would drive around New England, pretty much, and we'd go to these retro gaming stores, and there's probably 15 or 20 or 30 of these that we can drive to comfortably. And we would go and we would find these games anywhere from $1 to $20 or $30, depending on the game. And we would just pick them up and collect them. And I had planned on a video game channel. This is, how long we've been doing this. And I collected hundreds of mostly PS2 games. I never had a PS2, so I collected them. They were, 10 for $10 sometimes. So we would go out and spend $20 and come home with bags of stuff. And I collected a whole bunch of Sega stuff, and I went out of my way to collect all the Sega hockey games, and I think the Xbox 360 hockey games, and some regular Xbox hockey games. Always wanted to do videos on them. I collected so many games. And when we started Digital to Dice, I got away from the video stuff, and I never got to them. So I had so many video games. Like that shelf with the Apple stuff, that was full of video games. And one day I just went through them all and said, okay, what ones will I never play? What ones will I never make a video on? And I put them all in these bags, and we went out one morning, and I went to one of the places, and I traded them in, and I got like $350 for all these video games. And they're like sweating it out. They're like going through them one by one by one and sweating. It's like, oh, look at all these games. And they were excited because they were stocking their shelves. And I got a ton of money for all that stuff. And that was like years and years of collecting. And I could probably do that 3 or 4 more times with all the games that I still have here. But I still want to make some videos on them. Now that I have the Elgato capture card hooked up and synced, I can pretty much hook up anything to that and make videos on anything. So I'm really looking forward to that, But he still wants to do that. He's like, hey, you want to go Sunday morning? You want to go and check out this store and check out that store? And we haven't gone out in a while. In fact, it was his dog that was best friends with my dog. Okay, my dog didn't have any friends. He had one friend, and that was this guy's dog. So we would get together all the time, and he'd bring his dog over and leave him here, and they would play while we went out and things like that. But his dog died a couple years ago, and now my dog died. So we're both kind of very sad that, we had buddies that played with each other, and now they've passed. But yeah, he was the guy I went with all the time. Still have fun. I still want to do that once in a while because you go out, you spend $10, $15, $20, you come home with something, and whether you play it or not, it's just fun. It's just you got to do that stuff, Pens and the Stars in the Stanley Cup. Yep, love that Sago hockey. I want to say April 16th or 17th. One of those two. I think I'm going to go midweek, like Wednesday or Thursday, so I can get a better rate in the room and not have to worry about somebody using the room. I'm going to probably call down there and see if anybody has the room reserved on any of those nights, just so I can make sure that I can go in and poke it around. No, the 19th is going to be my day there. So I'm that Tuesday, which I think is the 14th or 15th. So April 15th, tax day. We're playing games, and the plan is right now is to take Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday off, and then not have to work again till the 24th of April. So I'd be off from the 16th to the 24th, and I plan on going down there that Wednesday or Thursday just so I can get it done. Then I have the weekend off, and I don't have to worry about it. Has anybody seen Glenn? Is Glenn still here? He was given the keys to the kingdom here, and he vanished in a hurry, right? Is Glenn still here? Anybody seeing Glenn? Or did he end up back on the list? Oh, that's pretty funny. There he is. Glenn's still here, folks. There he is. If there's any doubt, there he is. No matter how hard Uncle Ron tries to put him back on the block list, we got him off that. We got him off the block list. Yeah, now you can't leave. Now you're tied in here. Now you're stuck here forever. Yep. So podcast is back on. Things were crazy. So, again, thanks to everybody that was asking about it. But, yeah, I just was way in over my head. I did over 100 games, maybe 110, 115 games since mid-September. These are full games. These are 2 or 3 hour games. These are not like your 1 hour beer league games. These are full-length games, and some of the drives were an hour and a half each way. It was just a nutty time. I enjoyed it. I couldn't say no. Anytime someone asked me to go, I would go do it because I just enjoy it so much. But I bit off more than I could chew. So next year, I got to do something better. I got to have more balance next year. Maybe take less play-by-play, back off on some of the league stuff so I can continue the channel stuff. I continue the podcast. I really like talking about the games, and I don't like missing the stuff, Okay, Thursday night. Well, maybe I could do that. Maybe we could wait till Thursday to come out there. Again, it's no hurry, but I'd like to get out there sooner than later and not have to, sweat it out. Because I got a new season starting the following Friday, and then that Thursday I am working. So I need to be. Wednesday's going to be a big day the following week for me to kind of prepare for that. So, but I am going to take off. I'll have like 8 days off, I think, so that'll be kind of good. Well, 7. Something like that. That's fine. As long as I get some time off. I still want to do anything. Let me tell you, I took Thursday night off and Saturday morning off. Still worked around that, and it was just such a relief. It really was. That's why I was able to play Thursday night. I played Friday night, and I played tonight because I took time off and was able to play stuff. I got the football game. Holy cow, that football game the other night, was that a good one? Steve Young, Joe Montana, 45-42, San Francisco over Kansas City, 1994. That was a fun time. It really was. And then the Apple hockey was fun. The Hockey Bones. What Hockey Bones game did I play? What game was that I did? I'm checking to see what that was. That was not the Vancouver Atlanta. That was Hockey Bones. Winnipeg Hartford, 92-93. Winnipeg Hartford, that's what it was. Winnipeg versus Hartford. So that's the game that I did there. 94 was Steve Young's year. Yep. Yeah, they went all the way and they beat San Diego, right? They blew them out too. Yeah, that was a fun football game. That really was. And Glenn's back. Glenn is back. That was a wild football game. Yeah. You know something, Ray? Here's the thing about that game. So I've been trying to go back and play games from the past. So that's kind of been my thing this year. Okay, I talked about at the beginning of the year that I wanted to go, and I got all these seasons back here, and I have all these games. So I want to go back and just pull out some teams from some seasons and some different games, and not commit to anything long. Just pick a game here, pick a game there, and I've been really, really enjoying that. And what I do is I try to go and I play the game, and I try to play the game with the exact guys in the game, so it's as close to an as-played lineup as I can get. So I saw this game in Hartford. It had the goalies I wanted. It had the players I wanted. And it was, again, Winnipeg, Hartford. It wasn't in Hartford. And it wasn't in Winnipeg. It was Hartford played 2 neutral site games that year. I don't know why. I don't get it, but they did. So that game technically was not a home or an away game at either player's rink. So let me just go here, 92-93, and I'm going to go to the Hartford Whalers. And if you look at their schedule and you click on, home or away, they had 2 games. January 18th, 1993, against Winnipeg, was not in Winnipeg or Hartford. And then February 8th against St. Louis was not in St. Louis and was not in Hartford. So the St. Louis game was at Carver Arena, wherever that is. I don't know where Carver Arena is, but that's where they played. And then the Winnipeg game was at Saskatchewan Place. And I guess technically that was a home game for Winnipeg. And Carver Arena was a home game for Hartford. So that game was not at the mall, if you will. So I don't know why. I don't know if there was a problem with the rink, if the circus was in town, but no, they had a game on 121 against San Jose, and that was at the Hartford Civic Center. So I don't know what it was about that day, but it was not at the mall. And arena football. There's a video about arena football that I want to go watch. That I have it in my save later. It's now like 3 weeks later, but he's talking about what's going on with arena football. I guess teams are dropping out of that left and right. They're signing up and they're not meeting the league payment or something like that. But the arena football is in some problems, having some problems. So it's almost like they're in the Matrix or something like that. That's what it seems like, that arena football's in the Matrix, because they're just having all kinds of issues. I do have arena football for game-winning drive, but I'm having a hard time figuring it out because the rules are a lot different. And I emailed them and says, hey, can you guys answer a couple questions? And they did never get back to me on that. So, and Glenn says, remember the guy Glenn? Remember Glenn? The Hartford Whalers participated in neutral site games as part of a larger NHL initiative to expand regular seasons from 82 to 84 games and gauge interest in potential expansion or relocation. Well, the relocation part they got correct with the Whalers, didn't they? They were out of there. And they went to Carolina. I still got friends that follow Carolina and think they're the Whalers. I'm like, they're not the Whalers anymore. Please stop. They're not the Whalers, and it's sad that they're not the Whalers. And I think it's kind of silly when Carolina puts on the Whalers outfits. I know it's a feel good thing. We all feel good about it, but it's still not the same. It's just not. So as far as what's coming up on the channel, a whole bunch of things. I want to get the Player of the Game basketball from Downey Games back here on the channel. I really like that game. It's kind of a similar game to regular season basketball. It just does things a little bit different, and I do like it. Just gets you a final score, but it is kind of fun rolling the dice, and you kind of go up the ladder. So you start with the worst guys that get the fewest amount of rolls, and then finish it with the top guys who get the most rolls. And it's a fun way to get a basketball score. And I bought the entire ABA. So what I plan on doing, as you know me with my crazy basketball stuff, is I plan on going back and playing some. So when the ABA come in, 68, 69. So I was going to go back and play some of like the Miami Floridians, right, and the New Orleans Buccaneers and things like that. I thought it'd be fun to go back and play some of these obscure teams, the Pittsburgh Pipers. There was a Washington Capitals of the ABA in 1969-70. So there's so many fun teams I want to go back and play here on the channel. Oh, it's not letting me. I am logged in. What are you doing here? Sometimes it logs me out of that. There I am. Virginia Squires. They have a team called the Floridians, just the Floridians. The Memphis Pros, the Carolina Cougars, the Texas Chaparrals. So I want to get some of these crazy teams here on the channel. The Pittsburgh Condors, they only won 25 games. They were terrible. San Diego Conquistadors. I love those teams like that. I bought the whole ABA. On a sale. And so we'll be playing some of that Play of the Game basketball. I will get regular season basketball back on the channel, too. We're going to have a special basketball guy on here, and we're going to talk about basketball games here. I should get him on during March Madness, but that's all right. And the Alan comes by, and he says Carver Arena is where University of Iowa plays, so that's where it was. What was the date of the Whalers-Jets game? What did I say? It was 1/18/93. Is that what it was? It was, 1/18/93. 1/18/93. And the ABA started in 67-68. He was a New Jersey Americans fan. Okay. It's not Basketball Jones. No, it's not going to be Basketball Jones. That's a spoiler, a non-spoiler alert, or spoiler alert. It won't be Basketball Jones, but we're going to get some basketball going on here. That's for sure. And we'll just talk about some of the tabletop games that are out there and some of the choices. But I do plan on getting Play of the Game basketball back here on the channel. I did buy Canadian football for game-winning drive. I'm interested to see, because it's got a whole new rules section for that, so I have to learn that. But it'd be fun to get some Canadian football here on the channel with game-winning drive. What else is over here that I wanted to put on there? I need to get some season ticket baseball and payoff pitch. I almost played payoff pitch baseball tonight. And for some reason, I just was in more of a hockey mood, and I did the hockey blast. But payoff pitch, I pulled out payoff pitch, and I was going through the rules again to try to familiarize myself with it. And for some reason, I put it back, and I went with hockey blast, because that was something I haven't played in a long time either. So we're going to be getting more different games here on the channel. We'll be getting some fun things. You know what I need to pick up? My next purchase is I need to get, was it Final Score Final Score Hockey? Was that, there was one for Downey. I was in a WHA mood the other day, and I almost get it, but I'm going to wait for a sale, and I'll still support the Downey games. But I'm pretty sure it was Final Score Hockey. And I don't have the WHA for that. So I was going to pick up the WHA for Final Score Hockey is what I was going to do. Or was it Ultra Quick? No, I think in Ultra Quick I have the whole caboodle here. So Ultra Quick Hockey, yeah, I bought the decade, the entire WHA actually, which was only a handful of years, I think. That's weird. I thought I bought the whole WHA. I got 74 to 79. Oh, no, I do have 73. So I have the whole thing. I have 72 through 79 WHA for Ultra Quick Hockey. But I don't have it for Final Score, so I need to get it for Final Score so I can play some WHA hockey. Because I like the Final Score hockey a little bit better. So I'll be getting some more Downey games here on the channel. I did pick up the new, like I say, the newer Action PC hockey game. So I will be playing some of that. I think I tweaked that pretty good, so I'll be playing some of that as well. I got to pick a new season. It's the Action PC football. I had fun with 79. I need to pick another season and go back and do the game of the week and play that through. That was really fun. I had a good time with that. Sask Place is in Saskatoon. So that's, yeah. And the Keys to Doors were coached by Wilt Chamberlain, at least when he showed up. Okay. So, yeah, so Hartford played those 2 neutral games. That was kind of weird. I wonder if anybody else did. So let me do this. Let me go to my schedule and results. And I won't be able to find that, actually. It doesn't sort it like that. And let's see, what else do I have? Is there any other basketball coming up? Mostly play of the game and regular season basketball. I do have that other game. What is it called? Hoops PC. It's really fun. It's hard to stream though because it's a lot of pop-ups in there. They get annoying when you're watching it and you're not playing it. But it feels like Strat. And it's played on the computer. I do like that. Maybe back to replay PC basketball. I haven't done that in a while. Yes, thanks for sorting this out, Glenn. Yes, you're back in. You're back in the group. You're unbanned. However you got there. If it happens again, let me know because I didn't do it. Honest to God, I didn't do it. I don't know how you get in there. And unless, sometimes when you go through the comments and it's just like a comment gets reported and you can say, hide comment, delete comment, and block user, unless I hit it by mistake. That's the only thing I can think of is that when I had a whole bunch of comments, instead of clicking on the comment, maybe the screen refreshed and I hit. That's the only thing I can think of because I didn't consciously. I had no reason to put you on the block list. But thank you for that. And Sean says he saw New Jersey play Buffalo in Hamilton, Ontario. Let's see. The Flames in Minnesota. Okay. Where'd they play that one? Any idea? Parallel League. The NHL, a lot of exhibition games at neutral sites. You saw Gretzky's Kings in Cincinnati. That's kind of neat. Thanks for coming by, Triple G. Oh, she's singing at a USHL game in Sioux Falls. Nice. Nice. Congrats on that. That should be fun. The USHL, yeah. There was a couple guys that played in our league that went over to the USHL long time ago. And I got confused. I thought the USHL was the USPHL. That's what I broadcast for, was USPHL. So I'm trying to think which is, if that's a sideways move or if that would be up. But I think back in the day, players would go up to the USHL. I think. I could be wrong with that. Oh, look, I'm wrong with a lot of things. Okay, so that was the Saska Place. So game between Calgary and Minnesota was played at Saska Place, first NHL game there. Okay. So that'd be probably closer to Calgary, I would think. But still neutral site. I get it. So basketball coming up on the channel, football coming up on the channel. Baseball, I always like to play baseball. I like to play the one-offs. I still have not, and I don't know why I haven't got to it. I know I haven't got to it because I've been so darn busy. But I got right behind me over here, right there by my thumb. That's the 1969 APA baseball season. And I also have the 1969 season in payoff pitch. I was originally going to do payoff pitch, and then something happened in payoff pitch. That game, I just fall in and out of love with payoff pitch. It's just the nature of the beast. It's me. It's not you. It's me. But I fall in and out of love with payoff pitch. And so when I bought it, I had a hard time. With something. It's like, just put it away. I'll come back to it. And then I went over and I got it for APA, just so I could play. I want to play some of the expansion teams from '69, and like the Pilots and the Senators and teams like that don't exist. That's my thing. That's my thing. So I want to do that. What other games I want? We're going to be seeing a lot more Hockey Bones on the channel because I ordered the WHA set, so we'll be putting that on the channel. So what year was that? That was 77, 78 WHA. And some teams I'm looking at, there's some interesting names in that 78 season there. That was the second to last season before they really fell apart. What for my friend Replay Gamer, I'm going to be getting the Stingers here on the channel. And some names, Robbie Fatorik, Rick Dudley, Pat Stapleton, and some guys I know. Who else was on that team? Barry Melrose. We know Barry Melrose. Paul Stewart. And Ernie Wakely was one of the goalies. Mike Liute. So it'll be Michelle Dion. So we'll be playing Mike Liute in the net. What I plan on doing when I get that set in, going to do something a little different than that. Usually I do the Dave's Classic Rewind and I try to get the players. I'm going to go pull that set out. I'm going to play some games. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cough first. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out guys that I know and create a lineup. So it's not going to be an as played. It's not going to be any kind of accuracy. It's just going to be what guys in this team am I vaguely familiar with, and I'm going to set my lineups, and we're going to play some games like that. Just kind of the Dave lineup is what it's going to be. And that's I'm hoping to have some fun with that. And Pat Stapleton from your hometown. Nice. And I'm going to preview Digital Diamond 13. Yeah, as soon as I get the code for it, and as soon as it's out, we'll put it up on the channel. And we'll have Mark on, and we'll have him talk about it. There's a lot of reporting and a lot of things going on with that. I mean, if you're a baseball numbers guy, you're going to love it. I'm not a huge baseball numbers guy, but some of the things still have me intrigued. So we're going to get the Stingers on there. What other team did I want to get on here? This is a year before Gretzky, so there's no Gretzky. But we do have the Birmingham Bulls and Kenny Linsman, a 19-year-old Kenny Linsman. Paul Henderson's on the team. Mark Napier, a couple guys I know. Frank Mahavlich, 40-year-old Frank Mahavlich, playing for the Birmingham Bulls. And I think they actually went to the Toronto Toros, too. They were like the Toronto Toros. They got the same logo. So I don't know if they disappeared to, if they came for Toronto. Rod Langway, 20-year-old Rod Langway is on the team. And some of the goaltenders, John Garrett was the goaltender there. So if I go here, if I back up, they were still Birmingham in 76, 75. They were Toronto Toros, in 75. And then in 76, they became the Birmingham Bulls. Edmonton Oilers, they didn't have a very good team. Cowboy Bill Flett was on the team. Paul Schmier. Jua Whiting ended up going to the Kings. Randy Rhoda. Donald Abdemarco. And Dave Dryden was in the net, so maybe I'll play some Dave Dryden. Let's see here. Quebec Nordiques, who did they have? Marc Tardif, Rael Cloutier, Serge Bernier. I know some of them. J.C. Tremblay. Andre Boudria. I think I was playing Andre Boudria on the other night in Vancouver. Yeah, he was with Vancouver 74-75, so he made the channel the other night. Ken Broderick was one of the goalies, 35 years old. He's a former Boston Bruins goalie. Let's see, the Indianapolis Racers. Who did they have before Gretzky? Nobody. I don't know anybody. Rosaire Paymont is the only guy I know on this team. Blaine Stoughton. Bill Goldsworth, he played on that team. That's interesting. Eddie Mio was the goalie. Peter McDuff, who went to the Scouts. Probably would have been better off staying in the WHA. Oh, he went from the Scouts to the WHA. I think that's what it was. Houston Aeros. Who are we going to get on this team? Andre Lacroix, Morris Lukowicz. John Tonelli, 20 years old, John Tonelli. Paul Papille was a defenseman I've heard of. John Schella, I've vaguely heard of. Larry Lund. Ernie Wakely was on this team as well. Wayne Rutledge, that's a goalie I've heard of. New England Whalers, who was on the Whale? Gordie Howe, Mark Howe, Mike Rogers, Mike Antonovich, Dave Keon, John McKenzie. Pie McKenzie's on the team. Rick Lay, Larry Plow. Jack Carlson. Anybody know who Jack Carlson is? Marty Howe was on the team. Steve Carlson was on the team. Any idea who Steve Carlson is? And Al Smith was the goalie. So we'll be playing some of the New England Whalers as well, and the Winnipeg Jets, who were the team that won it all that year. Who was on the Winnipeg Jets? Alf Nielsen, Anders Hedberg, Bobby Hull. That's about all. Teddy Green. And the goaltenders, Joe Daly, Bromley, and Matson. Incidentally, Joe Daly was who was supposed to be playing net. In that game I played tonight for a Hockey Blast, Joe Daly was supposed to be the goalie in net that night against California. He actually did. I think he started the game and he got taken out and Crozier went in, but I just went straight Crozier because I was in a Roger Crozier mood, and I wanted to play Sabres and Crozier, so that's why Crozier was in net. And Rob says, I used to love watching the games with Dave Dryden played against his brother Ken. Yeah, I think they played a couple times, right? Because Dave was with Buffalo for a while. So if I go back and what was that? Cincinnati Stingers, I said? No, what team was he on? It wasn't the Stingers. Birmingham? No, I got to find him now. No. Edmonton? Where was Dave Dryden? Yeah, he was with Edmonton. So if I click on Dave Dryden, he started with the Rangers at age 20 in 61-62. He played one game, and he lost it in 61-62. He didn't play again until the Blackhawks in 65-66. Stayed with the Blackhawks in 67-68. So I wonder if he would be on the Blackhawks in Hockey Bones. Let me check that out here. So what do we say? What year did I say that was? 67-68 and 68-69. So all right. So let's see if we have the roster here. And Chicago goalie Dave Dryden. Yes, so Hockey Bones has Dave Dryden 67-68. I don't know if I have that season or not. Do I have 67-68? I might. So yeah, so Dave Dryden was on the Blackhawks, and then he went to Buffalo. Oh, he was with the expansion Sabres. And he played 4 years with Buffalo before he finally went to, he went to the All-Star game for Buffalo in 73-74. That's interesting. And then he went to Edmonton of the WHA, and then he played 1 year, 14 games in 79-80 with Edmonton in the NHL. And he was 38 years old at that point there. And so what was that? That was 79-80. So if I go to Apple Hockey, I wonder if he's with Apple Hockey 79-80. And so we're going to go here, 79-80. And is he with Buffalo? No, I'm sorry, Edmonton. Yes. So Edmonton 79-80, which I think was the first year in the league. They had Mio, Lowe, Corsi, and Dryden. So they did card 4 goalies. So good for them. Good for them. So if you want to play some Dave Dryden, there's a couple ways you can play Dave Dryden. And was it the Hansons? It was. It was the Hansons. Yes, it was. Oh, you saw that documentary on the Danbury Trashes? That was nuts. It was kind of sad seeing what they did to hockey. Did you see what the kid did? The guy's son, the Trashes with a waste management company down there, and so they had the team, and they were kind of shady because they had all the contracts in New York or something like that because they had, did what they needed to do to get those contracts. So they were like the first, the loan people down there. So they made all the money because they had all the contracts. And so they got the team, and the kid just turned it into a goon fest. The son just thought it was so funny. And they ended up, there was a strike one year, and they brought in some NHL guys and just paid them in cash. And they just walked through everybody, and they won the title that year. And it just, everything was just a clown show. And that was quite the documentary. And then they finally cracked down on them, and they all got in trouble somehow. But what a story that was. We still got a team on Monday nights that called themselves the Trashers, and it was based off of that team in that documentary. So I did see that myself. You remember Dave with the Sabres? Yeah, I only remember him with the Sabres too. So maybe that'll have to be a classic rewind, you know? We'll have to get him on the channel with somebody else. But yeah, so we're going to be doing that WHA. There's a lot of guys there I want to play. I want to get the Stingers on here for my buddy Replay Gamer, who was supposed to come on with me last weekend, and he got tied up. So we're going to come on here, probably talk some APA baseball. I want to talk APA Master Baseball with him. I want to see what he's got to say about that, because I know he was playing some of that for a while, but he bounced around from game to game like a lot of us do. And I pulled out the rules for APA Master Baseball. You know, because I've been in the Matrix for so long, I forgot how to play it. So I ended up pulling it out, and I started going through the rules against it. Oh man, I forgot how to play this game. The good thing I didn't try to play it the other day, because I completely forgot. There's just so many little things you got to do and check for. Everything from, checking for outs on ground balls to, I'm getting pretty good at like the hits in the outfield that going the extra bases and stuff, and even stealing bases. That stuff I pretty much got figured out. But it's some of the extra things in there that you got to think about too. I'm like, oh man, I forgot all about that. So it's not hard. It's just a lot to remember, but I do enjoy the heck out of it. Rob says he likes the original WHA team logos. I have 72, 73. So let me see. Let me back up here. So that was the first season, 72, 73. I wonder if I could find that here. 1972, 73 WHA logos. And so here they are. I like the Sharks logo. I have a Sharks pennant. I have a Sharks t-shirt, LA Sharks. I did like the Blazers. A friend of mine had a nice orange Philadelphia Blazers jersey with Derek Sanderson's name. I thought that was kind of nice. The Crusaders were all right too, and the Cougars, and even the New York Raiders. Right, the New York Raiders were all right. So there were some pretty cool logos in that year. I have the shootout 72, 73. So that was what, New England, Winnipeg. That's something I could do. I could play that in shootout. So I have that season there. I think that's the only WHA season they had. But yeah, the logos there were kind of nice. I really did like that. So anything else you guys want to talk about before we wrap up here? I just wanted to jump on and let everybody know that I am alive, more or less, and that I'm still mourning my dog. And that I keep saying that my work schedule is going to wind up, but it is finally. I can see the end of the road now. I mean, one way or another, by April 9th or 10th, it should be done. I shouldn't be having any more broadcasts. I don't think they're going to ask me to go on the road. They would have already asked me to go on the road with the other teams, and they didn't. So it's just whatever home game is going to happen in New Hampshire. The team in Middleton's been eliminated. Oh, I don't know, Ray. You still here, Ray, by chance? So it's just if New Hampshire has any games, then I got to go do some home playoff games. But right now I get 2 games left. I imagine I'll have at least one more after that. But they finished so high, they might kind of back into the next round anyway, because I've kind of hearing some rumblings about that. So we'll see. Hopefully it's just like a one here, one there, and that's going to be way more manageable than what I'm doing right now. So, but that is that. And yeah, so the Blazers moved from Miami to Philly to Vancouver. Well, it was the Miami Screaming Eagles, I think, was the team that they had put into the league, and it never happened. And I don't know if that was in the first year or the last year, but there was a Miami Screaming Eagles team that was supposed to play in the WHA, and they never played a game. They didn't They had a logo, and that was about it. I don't know if they had players. I don't know if they had a rink. I mean, because, 70s are crazy. They just, yeah, you want a team? Sure. Okay, you got a team. And so I don't know if they get off the ground. I read the book on them. Who was that collectible player in the background over my left shoulder? That is Bobby Orr. Yep. And he's just he used to be up over here, but then you couldn't see him. So I put Bobby over here, kind of sitting behind me over here. So that's a little Bobby Orr guy is what it is. I forget where I got him. Oh, I have a Rush collectible. I have the Rush bobbleheads over here too. They can't see those. One day I'll do a little filming around here, show you the merchandise I got over here. I got a couple of roller hockey balls, street hockey balls over here. One is my 1,000th goal. Yeah, I got 1,000 goals. It took me 25 years, but I got 1,000 goals. And the other ball is overtime of the finals. I scored the game-winning goal in overtime of the finals to win the championship, and the goalie got me the ball. So I get two balls over here kind of off to the side that are very memorable. So kind of reminded me of better days when I played hockey. So we're going to be getting some fun things here on the channel. We're going to be getting a whole bunch of guests. We might even have to go like back-to-back weeks with guests, whether on the show or here on YouTube, showing off games, talking about games. We really need to get proactive here. It's going to be a fun time, especially when things really settle down over the summer and things get quiet in the summer. I'll have a lot more time to dedicate to the game stuff here. We'll be able to travel. I'll be able to get down to Connecticut in May, Colorado in June. That's the plan. And then if Mike will have me in his truck, we're going to jump in and we're going to go down to go up to Ohio again. That's the plan anyway. I'm kind of hoping to do that. And we'll be playing, hopefully we'll be playing some more APA football up there at the Hall of Fame. That was fun. I wonder if we could talk Steve Tower into going with us. Maybe throw him in the car. Maybe go and sneak into his house, tie him up, take the ukulele with us and throw him in the car and drag him to Ohio with us. That might be kind of fun. It'd be kind of fun. So anyway, yeah. So thanks for coming by, Rob. Yeah, thanks for that. And it's again, it's been nothing. Yeah, it's just been stupid around here. Too much. Yeah, YouTube just banned my channel. Yep, I know. That's what they do. That's what happened. So, but it's just been yeah, I know. Throw him in the car. Yeah, we're gonna take Steve with us, and we're gonna go to Ohio. That's the plan. Well, we'll see. If somebody else local that wants to go, you never know. I had fun with it. It was a long ride, but we had a great ride out and a great ride back. A lot of laughs. Just talked gaming, talked about different things. Maybe this time I'll bring the iPad and maybe try to play some Strat Max, Baseball Max on the way out there, or if I could connect to ApaGo or something like that, maybe subscribe to that for a month and play a couple games. I just can't figure out how to set up any standings with that at all. But anyway, so thanks for coming by. And tomorrow, hopefully, recording a show. And who knows, maybe I'll jump on here with some hockey bones. Maybe that player game basketball that we talked about. Maybe I'll do that. That's kind of fun. I enjoyed that. I like how you can, in that play of the game basketball, you can put in who you want, or you can roll the dice to see who's in the game. So if I did an as played, if I could figure out who's in the game, then I could do an as played and make it fun that way too, and see who wins the game. We'll get some Kentucky Colonels on the channel and the San Diego Conquistadors, and we'll just have a fun time. That's all it's about. Right? It's about having fun. So I'm Dave from Studio B. Glenn, thanks for coming by. I'm glad we figured that out. I went through that list before and I didn't see you. So you had mentioned before that you weren't showing up in the chat. I went through that list and you weren't on there. I'm telling you, I went through that. But whatever it is, we solved it. And that is that. All right. So good night, everyone. Good night, John Boy. Until next time. Bye-bye.